Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joining Brett Berry and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And with us tonight, the always insightful Kenny, the Jet Smith. Kenny, it is so great seeing you.
Hey, Gregory Anthony. How are you today?
We're doing well, Kenny. We are. But it's good to have another card on our roll here, isn't it?
You know what? It just brings a whole new level of intellect to the broadcast.
Thanks. The well cards are the quarterbacks of basketball.
What it is, like the other guy to bring down from up there. Yes.
Spell intellect for us real quick, just so we get a taste of your...
And now we're back over to that. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're off. Let's do this game.
On Friday, and then on Thursday. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shea is out there with Allen, and it's ABC. Then it's Johnson, and it's A-Train in at the small forward. The natural out there with Little General. Then it's the bodyguard, and it's Clutch, and it's Bowen in at the point guard. Kenny, of course, you were nicknamed the Jet for a reason. Who do you think is the fastest player right now going end-to-end in the league?
With the ball, right now, Garrett. Russell Westbrook is probably just...
Ben Simmons isn't too far behind the lead.
But he's more speed and power.
Yeah.
But they talk about...
But
I had a big one time. And it was they scored. The team scored. 7 minutes and 17 seconds. I scored. It was 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And so, and it was only on an outlet.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long pass.
You got it in stride.
In stride, and then 2 seconds later.
Wow.
So, De'Aaron Fox could do that.
That's
Yeah.
Dustin. Here's Hicks. Here's Bowen. And Little General gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
So it's the visitors who. Shea outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And they're moving it up. The bodyguard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And you played so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Favorite was the Rockets. So that was the best style of play I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people think like as a guard, you want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win. You'd much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the paint because the role reverse, they basically become point guards, but they're playing out double team. And now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
Here's Mo. Pass it to Hicks. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Hey, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. ABC passes to A-Train. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's ABC. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Right wing. Pass to Bowen. Tigers from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Guys, the game nowadays more open, more freedom of movement. Maybe you like where the game is.
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I could imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of closer games.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like,
like your late team.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled.
And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
You okay?
Hmm?
You okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, just got a little headache.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Last season, the G League testing a single shot free throw rule to speed things up. 1 shot that can be worth more than 1 point. Any thoughts?
No. Okay. Because I'm following you because you catch. For a lot of time. So I'm going to put you on the line and you got to get the 2 for 2. And because the game is stopped. There's no defense in front of you. You have the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. You can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, philosophically, you really change the game, right? Because what if you make 1 and miss 1? Yeah. And you're up 2, now it's 3. So now if you say, I only got to make 1 to get 2, you completely change the game.
Oh, but think about this even, Brett. End of the game. And you need to miss 1 and make 1. So instead of getting the 2 points, you actually want to only make 1 because you're down 3. And you want to miss the second on purpose to try to. No,
I'm a progressive guy. Like, I do like to see how we can have a game ball, but I you also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game.
Mitchell, he's been good for hits. And with the game of basketball going global, guys, Kenny, we've seen it's no longer a cakewalk for a U.S. team to go in those international tournaments and just check the box. They got to compete, and they're going to face some terrific players.
Yeah, well, back in '92 when the Dream Team was formed, it broke the world up. It allowed them to see what basketball had its best look like. And so now we can imitate that, or we can emulate it, or we can find out who got those guys.
That was the plan for the Dream Team. Basically, it was to go and elevate the game of basketball. And that's exactly what happened. Right now, we have all these great players coming in.
Here's Bo. It doesn't go for him. Here's A-Train. Shea outside. Johnson will pass to Shea. To the paint. Lays it up, and in spite of the excellent defensive bat, ABC's got his second basket of the night. Here's Bo. Here's the bodyguard. Allen with the rebound. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. Here's ABC. Allen left side. From 10 feet out. It's tipped. The basket, ABC. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. Here's Bo. Kenny, your teammate Akeem Olajuwon, the lead on both ends. Who do you think is the best all-around big man in the game right now?
Well, as great as the team was, you know, Shaq was probably just the greatest ball handler as guys today. You know, you think about that, like Giannis and Embiid, those two come to mind. They probably would have gave it to Shaq, but he would have had his shit.
Williams, he's checked in for A-Train. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1-1.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
.151 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Here's Johnson. Open jump shot off the mark. Got 6 of 1 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Mitchell. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Johnson, the pass to Allen. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
It was clutch. Trying to end the drought. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson surveying the floor. Jay sets the screen for Johnson. Hands the 12-footer.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Mitchell outside. Gets it from three-point range.
Great three-point shooting here out of the game. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Johnson dishes to Jay. Back to Johnson. Over Mitchell, and it's sent back by Mitchell. And they'll keep possession. Here's Clutch. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back to Allen. And so it's the home team bringing the quarter forward from a 7-point lead. They've got a lot of quick work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
He's about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
And last season, the league began requiring teams to send in players' height measurements without shoes. You're listed at, what, 6'3"? Now, be honest, is that in shoes or socks?
I was 6'2" and 3/4 inches without socks. 6'2" and 3/4. I'm a shade below 6'3". So with shoes, I'm 6'3".
6'3 and a half.
Yeah,
I've
6'3",
seen the
6'3".
sole on those
Yeah,
shoes.
No,
yeah,
not back when he played.
yeah.
They didn't have so.
Those are my high heels when I'm going out.
Yeah.
Those are my going outs.
They got him saved. Allen is out there with Williams. And it's ABC. And it's A-Train in at the small forward. Vanetro is checked in for Mitchell. He hits one and misses one. He's at the line. 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Here's Clutch. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Bailey. To the left side wing. Here's Clutch. Flying from the wing. Here's ABC. Passes it to Allen. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. Here's Clutch. Outside from 3-point range.
And it's often said this is an era of player empowerment in the NBA. Jet, do you think things are different from when we played?
Oh, for sure. Because of social media, because of the access to travel, players are more connected more than any other time. They do things off the court that we never did off the court. First time I met Greg was in a barber shop, like by happenstance. We weren't planning on meeting. Yeah. Mike the Barber, shout out Mike the Barber.
Because if you go back to like I heard, like I used to tell you, like you could be the best guard on the East Coast, and you may have never seen the best guard on the West Coast because you didn't have like nowadays these kids grow up competing with each other, and they see each other on a regular basis. Early and players today know their value.
Yes.
They know what their value is.
Free throw no good for Johnson. Gone 2 and 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and it's tipped. Here's the natural. Has to go. Knocked away. The pass to ABC. And it's blocked. Here's A-Train. Driving inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Johnson outside. Over Williams. Johnson's shot is off. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. A-Train with that trap. Pass to ABC. Rebounded by Bowen. Bowen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bailey. And here is Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Williams. Allen left side. And just over 3.5 minutes away here in the second quarter. Good.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Johnson. It's tipped. Here's Bailey. It's up and it's off the mark. He's over 1. Here's ABC. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Johnson. The 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
You talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Changing it up here. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. You look at Johnson, leading the league in points per game. Such a great play.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Jay sets a screen for Johnson. And they call a foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Hey, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more visible.
Rolling the pass to Mitchell. Here's Bowen. Shot to stop the run, and he hits the button. Now here's Johnson. The pass to Shea.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
First one falls through. And both free throws good for Johnson.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's garbage man. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Work that one inside nicely.
Johnson outside. Misses off the left eye.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's A-Train. He's got 6. Takes it inside. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Mitchell outside. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Bowen. And there's the time to finish it off.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Into the lane, and that one good. 8 points for A-Train.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy cone.
Mitchell right side. Here's garbage man. From outside, off the mark. Gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Passes it to Insane. Here's A-Train. He's got 8. And it's sent back by Mitchell. And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Jenny, stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal the key just in case you don't have my key back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, we'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'll take the key right now.
We'll tell
So,
you
yes,
later.
sir. Trouble PG. We got to Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guys always stay together. And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
And throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Jim has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Johnson dishes to Jay. Back to Johnson. Jay sets the screen for Johnson. On the top of the key. The offensive rebound. Oh, that was huge!
putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. They get the rebound. Williams with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Johnson with it. 33 points last game. There's the drive. And the shot goes in. Johnson's got 11. Comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Derek Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what would you tell your team?
Just got to compete. So keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. As the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos to you, sir, for your sharp and incisive analysis. Oh, thank you. It's always a pleasure to break down the game with the great ones. Trader. Jeez. Yeah, that's on over there. What? That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Just joining us, we played to the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. That seems all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. We got the bodyguard, the natural out there with Little General, and it's Clutch, and it's Bowen in at the point. Here's Bowen. He has 7. Over Allen, and it's sent back by Allen. That's the ABC. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been. They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys unless you were on the same team.
It's blocked. It's the natural. From 7. And there's the pass to the body. The shot, no good. On 0-3, and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Allen's shot is off. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming up the lock with the break. Here's Hicks. Off target with his 3. Allen outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Now Jay. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Jay sets the screen for Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Bowen, who's guarded by Johnson. Here's Hicks. Big pressure on this. The bodyguard, and he uses the glass on the lane. The bodyguard's got 8.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Jay. Looking to end his cold spell. Can't capitalize inside.
See, there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way. Maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Here's Bowman. 4-point game. The bodyguard comes it to hits. Here's Bowman. Defended by Allen. Here's the bodyguard with the second effort. It's Shea with a rebound. 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's A-Train. 8 points for him. Allen in the post. No problem on the jumper in close. He's got 8. Did not great. 40% for the game. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Bowman, good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Johnson for 3. He's off on that one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Heads to Bowman. Teardrop shot. Bowman, good.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Bowman's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. This is it to ABC. Here's Allen. Pass to Shea. The dish to Johnson. He drills it from outside. Johnson's got 14.
No way he's going to pass that shot. He is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
The pass to Bowman. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's made 1 and this one so far in the game. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Breaker, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point, a good facility.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that, am I correct?
No, that's not true. I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural, others like myself have to evolve into it.
The visitors with the ball. It's real by 3. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Jay. Here's Allen. It's deflected. And here is Mitchell. He's got 7. Allen with the rebound. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Finding the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. free throw. Good. Shea. And both free throws good for Shea. Being in trouble in 38% of the third. Not the finest work of this offense. There's a screen. And he stepped in the line, so they turned over. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
They can retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Now here's Allen. He's got 8. Shea, he passes to himself. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Crouch. Shot from 12. Out of hand on it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Pass to the body. To the wing right side. Here's prime time. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Prime time's got his first points of the night.
But that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit to Shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize a team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Allen. Back to Shea. Ball with the screen for Shea. Carries it from 3-point range. Shea's got 10.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Clutch. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. They're up by 5. Had time for the short break and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Now what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got A-Train. Johnson is out there with Insanity. Then it's Shea. And it's Williams at the power forward. Here's the bodyguard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside, getting good shots from close range.
Now the pass to Insanity. He dishes it to Williams. Shea kicks to Johnson. Got a piece of it. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to the next. To the wing. Pocket 6. Deep. It's Shea with a rebound. Shea's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's A-Train. He feeds it to Shea. Sweet move. It's deflected. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bowen, the pass to Bowen. Down low. Here's the bodyguard. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Johnson outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Bullseye. 1, 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Williams. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain.
The bodyguard really making a difference here.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, "We've got to make the move now. And we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give us everything we've got out there."
Here's A-Train. Kicks it out for Shea. Trying to get over to Johnson. And it's Shea missing.
A good job by the Glass here tonight.
So every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to the rebound.
That's good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to the next. Here's Hicks. Over Johnson. That's good by Hicks.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Here's the pass to A-Train. Back to Johnson. Pushing it up. And he blocks it toward the rim. We push it up. 4 on 3. Here's A-Train. Connects from 3-point range.
Many times you don't like that shot selection. Sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
Here's Bowen. And Ball State looking in 6 for 11 in the game.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Shea with it. Back to Johnson. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Bowen, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Insanity. Passes it to A-Train. Dishes it to Johnson. Here's A-Train. Here's Insanity. Shot clock at 5. A fader. No good.
And they continue to control the device.
Here's Hicks. A three-pointer, no good.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by Bowen. Bowen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Goes up the baseline. Tries again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the game.
BBC checked in for Insanity.
Yeah, so definitely the next thing, like, meet up.
That's cool.
That's what's good. It's good.
Four of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% for the field. Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there. And bangs on the trifecta. 9 points for ABC.
That's pretty much not how they flew to the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
He drives in. Foul in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they got to bring the double team. That's on the ball. Sit after.
Now Johnson. There's a good screen. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
We've got 148 left in the fourth. Makes good on a step-back jumper. Johnson's got 22 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that one.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
And there's the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance to go on to make it a 3-point play.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
On 7-11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid points for that. Shot from 12. No good on the shot of the ball that time. And the fourth quarter has been officially 56-45. to the body. Tries from the block. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Johnson gets the bucket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Hicks. Hits the three-point line.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't just count the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The communication between teammates on that alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Johnson outside. To the middle. And Shane throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Bo. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.